And welcome in, everybody. Now that the ads are over, I can do my cute little introduction. And welcome to Rainer's Rambles, episode 7. Nice, that was a great beat drop. I'm so hyped. So we're gonna welcome on Zuza here in just a moment. I just want to give you guys the quick rundown. Please remember to mind your manners. We are not asking about other people on this stream. We're all about Zuza today. No drama, no, anything silly like that. Let's keep it cool and chill and have a great time. Don't forget to grab your daily raindrop. Let's sit back, relax, grab something to eat or drink, and we'll go ahead and bounce over to my starting suit screen in just a moment. I just need to grab something really fast, so I'll let you guys vibe to the music and I'll be right back. Hello, and welcome in. Give me 1 second. I'm just dealing with my computer doing some fun stuff. Hang on. Can you not? I'm so sorry. I love when things are scuffed. Alright, I think we should be alright in just a second. Alright, I think we're alright. Let's move over to the game and let me undeafen. Hello, I hope I pronounced your name, but is it Zuza? Or, I hope I pronounced that right. Say hello to chat, and, everyone say hello. Why don't you introduce yourself and let everyone know a little bit about yourself? Am I not undeafened? Hello? Wow, that's English. Oh, okay. I can't hear you. No, you're my... No.
Oh no, my dumb ass forgot that I tapped it.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Oh wait, no. It was worse because my computer was not functioning. My whole screen was just frozen, and I'm like, can I click?
Oh my gosh.
Hello,
I was moving things around.
No, you're good. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Also, when you hydrate, when I get a hydrate redeem, you must hydrate as well. That is the stream rule.
Understandable. I'll get some more in a moment. But hi everybody. My name is Zuza. I am 25-year-old and I'm from Poland, but I grew up in England. But I now live in Texas, USA.
Texas.
I'm just, I'm collecting the past,
That's awesome. I love the diversity.
What is it you know about me? I don't know.
What's up with my...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a single label I can put upon myself. There's just so many. But I am also a streamer. I stream whenever I have the time and availability. I stream a variety of content. Honestly, whatever I'm vibing with is probably what I'm going to stream. And I'm currently also collecting money for my dog. She is in need of an amputation, and I simply cannot afford the vet bill, sadly. Yes. But we're trying to collect money for Maddie.
And here is that link if you guys have a little bit to spare. I totally understand if you don't, but I highly recommend, please, going and reaching out. I did donate $5. It's not much, but it's something, and I really hope that you get the funds. And if you want after stream, I can actually gesture you towards some sponsorship opportunities where you're able to earn some money playing some games that are free for your community to play for you. It's actually really nice to do, and I could actually gesture you towards those in a little bit after the stream if you'd like. It could help out,
Of course, I'll be super grateful if you could help me out to do that. I'll be super grateful.
No, I do
Again,
that all the time.
every single little bit counts.
Yeah, no, of
and
course.
To everyone who's like, oh, I can't donate, which is a-okay, just feel free to share the link around, maybe show it to a friend or share it to a different community that you think that would be interested in the link. So there's always things to do.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what we're here for. We're here to help out and we're here to make everything super chill. And I love helping other people out. And if it means that I can use my community to spread the message around to someone who might be able to help, that's what I'm for. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess the first thing is, could you tell me a little bit about your VTuber? What's the story behind it?
Why? Well, well, technically the story behind it is to stop giving myself excuses. Because sometimes I would stream. Because before I became a VTuber, I had a face camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed I'm like, I don't know, my hair is not washed today. I don't want to put makeup on today. So it was starting to become an excuse of why I'm not streaming. So I was like, okay, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep giving myself excuses. I'm gonna become a VTuber, and then I literally have no excuse. It's pixels; they can't change. But then I learned more about the community, about VTubing in general. I realized how much fucking hard work it is. Because to this day, my VTuber model was not calibrated properly. But I'm like, you know what? I'm too scared to mess it up any worse than it is. And I just fell in love with it. I was like, damn, this is kind of fun after all.
Yeah, I love VTubing. It's so much fun because I think my favorite thing about VTubing, and a lot of people, it's just like, I'm not trying to hide my face, you know? Like, I don't really
Mm-mm.
care. My face has actually been posted on my socials before because I was really proud of myself
Yeah.
graduating. It's just that I can't be a freaking elf boy with dragon horns and a tail and wings in real
Right?
life. So can I do that online? Sure. Like, why not? You know, it's my favorite thing. And I love that about VTuber because you could be whatever the hell you want to be. You could be as creative as you want to be.
Exactly. Like even right now, again, my VTuber doesn't have horns because unfortunately the model does not come with horns, but it's okay. But it has the ears, and I was like, that's so fucking cute. And also one of the like weird quirks that I think VTubing is very cool about my hair color, because I technically have this hair color where it's ginger with a blonde front highlight. But guess what? Unfortunately, I'm human, so I get roots, so I have to touch it up. My VTuber model doesn't have to.
Yeah, no, that's the great thing about it. I am. Does okay? I gotta ask chat. Does my chai tea count? It's iced. Can I drink that instead of water? Because that's what I've been drinking.
Hold on, let me. Oh, shoot, I don't have alcohol. Oh, wait, no. I got it. I got one last word about when the.
Hello.
And
That's a
then
great
you
way
put
to
it.
explain VTubing. I can't be green. Yo, see.
Yeah. I can't be green. I can't be a celestial being. Oh, the horns and the ears and all of that. The aesthetic is of Taurus, the
Ooh.
zodiac sign, because I'm a Taurus, and I feel like some of us get like really bad rap. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be a good representation. I'm gonna be a good person, you know.
Yeah.
And then we added the crown, and that's kind of a joke that Keltra actually can was one of the people that actually started it. Because I saw him earlier in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play this game called Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's an MMORPG,
Ooh.
and we had this joke around that my character used to wear bow bottom jeans, so my character's ass always looked really good. So we just started to call me the Booty Queen, and then I just kind of carried on. I was like, you know what, that's kind of a good brand name. So I became Zuza, the Booty Kingdom Queen.
Oh, that's awesome. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And welcome in from Alex's side of things.
Of course.
Yeah, I love that, honestly. That's my favorite thing about VTube because that you could be whatever the hell you want. Like, you don't have to worry
Mm,
about, like, you know, like, I could go. There are some people who are, like, elder quarters. Or legitimately,
right?
I've seen like a whole like biblically accurate angel just VTuber. I'm like, whoa, that is
Dude,
so cool. There's even a spider VTuber, and I have arachnophobia, but I still gotta say that is actually cool. Like the diversity in the
bro.
VTubing world. There's like a person who does like a 1950s cafe Miss Layla, I think it is.
Mhm.
And then there's the one who looks like a 1920s cartoon, and that's so unique. Like everything out there, people don't realize
Mm,
how like amazingly creative you can be, and even if it's just like a small PNG
mhm.
like that, you don't have to worry about it. Like, that's the cool thing about VTubing, is you could be
Mm.
yourself. And there are so many free options too. Oh my god, Vroid.
Right. I am happy to say that this little doodle was actually completely a side thing that was happening, and my friend Asper Virtue, who's also a VTuber, was the one who did it, and I'm just so fucking grateful because she would just do random shit for me, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Now I really appreciate it.
Yeah, goblin slimes, dogs. Yeah, moss raccoons.
Yeah.
And that's what I love, how it has. And this is no offense to those who have like the typical stigma of like an anime girl. There's nothing wrong with it, but the diversity is what I prefer. When I watch a content creator, I genuinely prefer that.
There's this really cute VTuber, but they have like a completely cartoony 3D style, and they kind of style like a 90. I'm gonna get the era wrong, but it's like 1940s or 1960s, and she's just so cute. I know Iron Mouse recently shouted her out,
Is it Miss
and I just
Layla?
think the whole VTuber model looks so cute.
Is
I
it?
think so. Yes, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
I was talking about
name.
her. She's the cafe one. I love her. Her content's so cool.
Now I have to double check that.
I think it's her. She's got like the curly red
Let's
hair. She's like in the diner. If that's what I'm talking
hold on,
about.
because that is definitely not what I was thinking about. Oh, I'm gonna start googling this because I know she always shows up on my YouTube shorts. She always shows up.
I
YouTuber.
typically don't watch shorts as much as I like. I kind of just, I use.
Yes, okay, you were correct, Miss Layla, the 1950s. I knew I'm gonna get the decade wrong. Dino waitress. She's so cute, and
I know. I
now
love
she's done like a
her.
Fallout jumpsuit. Her Fallout jumpsuit is just adorable, and she has her own little like the figure.
Oh, it's so
I was
good.
just
It's so
screaming.
good. And the creativity is that is a 3D model. That is not a 2D model.
Right.
And I would love to have a 3D model. I just don't have the space for it. And so I have like on my Thorn wish list 3D model trackers, so that I personally, like, if my chat wants to donate towards it, they can. But if I want to, I can slowly put money towards a product I really want, and eventually purchase it for myself. Like if I wanted to put a $5 in every single week, and then eventually get it, you know. But like 3D trackers are better because like even with the camera, there are so many programs you can use that are like $1.99 a month for full body tracking. But I don't have the space for it in my room. There's no way that the camera's gonna capture that. And yeah, what you were saying, Goblin, about lore. Oh my god, lore is so
Hi,
cool.
Philly.
I love lore.
It is. I absolutely am obsessed with D&D. I'm currently like 2 campaigns furthest on forever back burner. But I love D&D and I love the lore. So currently my character doesn't have any lore because I'm like, okay, how the fuck are we gonna make celestial being with a booty kingdom? I didn't think that through. I'm making this, but I want to come up with something really bad, but I don't know what. But learning, I think Iron Mouse again was the very first VTuber that kind of introduced me to the whole idea of lore behind your model. I was like, damn, so I can be literally anybody with a backstory. That's so fucking cool,
right? And that's awesome. And hello, Philly, welcome in, everyone. If you're not following Zuza, they're my title, and I can give you a shout out. Huh. Oh wait, I forgot. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I'm not following you. I'm stupid. Well, there we go. Now I am.
So good, so good. At the end of the day, I stream for fun. I've never asked people to sub to me or donate me or anything like that, just because like I don't know. This is completely me, and I understand what other people do, and I don't judge it. But for me personally, I'm like, I don't like asking people for that because I just enjoy streaming. I enjoy making new friends, and I love laughing with people. I absolutely adore that. So I'm like, oh no, I'm just happy you're here. So whenever I get even like a $1 donation, I'm like, oh.
I'm just like, are you sure about that? Do you want it back?
Right? Like, am I worthy enough of that $1?
Goblin, I would love to hear about it, but not on this stream, but I'll be live later today. This is about Zuzo, but absolutely any other time. I love hearing about people's stories while I'm playing games.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, I love hearing chat talk about anything and everything, just not on streams like this, because it's all about you. Well, that's the whole point.
Attention. I'm gonna turn all red here.
Well, the reason why I started this show was so that other content creators is that I wanted them to have the opportunity to just talk, to not have to focus on, sure, I have a few questions here and they're like, how do you get into content creation or blah, 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 blah. But I wanted it to be able to just spiral off into anything and everything, so you just have the time to be yourself, and it gets people to know you a lot better than just asking the standard, like, why'd you become a VTuber? What's your favorite color questions, you know? Like, sure, you could still ask that, but yeah, like, it's like there's, no, it's perfectly fine. Like,
oh yeah. Again, I'm genuinely a open book. I have people asking me such random question in general. Like, I don't mind. I had, who was it? I don't remember. But somebody was talking, was it Porky? Could be Porky. But we had a very heated debate on stream of, and I hope this is not too, I don't know what's
mention it and it's
but
perfectly fine. Go ahead.
But basically what happened was that we asked the question of, like, what would you prefer? For your farts to not smell at all, or for them to smell nice? And then that for some reason spiraled into the question of, okay, but what about shit then? Do you want your shit to smell nice or not at all? And we were debating that for a good half an hour. The most random question I've ever been asked on stream. And it was such a heated debate. I was team, hey, I wanted it to smell nice. But apparently he was like, no, why would you want it to smell it up? Again, 30-minute ongoing discussion between that. So I'm open to any question and every question.
Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, why farts? Wait. You want it. So the debate was, do you want your farts to smell nice or your shit to smell nice?
Yep. No, at first up, I think it was just somebody on Overwatch trying to troll, and they were like, oh, would you like to farts to smell nice? And it just kind of spiraled into like, would I want my farts to smell nice? Or would I prefer them to be like completely non-smelling? And then somebody was like, okay, but if we're gonna do that with farts, what about shit? And I was like, oh wait, there's already products for that. And they were like, why are there products for this already?
Because some people unfortunately will get the run so badly that they just can't stop crapping, so they have to, like, they make products to help people with their bowel movements.
It's not just that. No, there's I think you can find in almost any, like, Walmart, like, just when you're about to check out. But there's a small, like, a spray bowl that you're supposed to put in.
Potpourri! No!
Yeah!
No! I haven't heard about that shit. Oh my god. So that used to be like a whole fucking, like, cardboard toilet at every single AC More, and there'd be a video of this little, like, lady talking about her potpourri spray. That shit was great. Okay, it doesn't work well for me, but for other people, like, I guess so. Whatever the shoe fits. Thank you for the hydrate.
But yeah, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, we had that discussion, like, why does this even exist? Because, like, people want their shit to smell nice. And again, 30-minute, very heated discussion to the point of us muting each other back and forward.
No, that is hilarious. That's like, the fact that is a conversation you can have is so much fun. Like,
also, Goblin is asking a really good question of, like, what would we like it to even smell like? And honestly, my vote is some fucking roses. Why not? Make it smell like nice rose water.
I think that the whole point of the product, if I remember from the advertisement correctly, is that you spray it on the water beforehand. And what it does is it seals the smell in the toilet, so when you flush, you don't smell it. Because when it comes out of your ass crack, it doesn't smell already until it hits the water, because it's like water activated shit.
Yeah, to my understanding, at least from the ads, because also I was fucking bombarded with the ads for a while on both Instagram and YouTube. And basically what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to spray before, and then it creates some kind of, like, a layer just above the wall, so it tracks all the gases like a blanket. Basically, an ozone layer for your toilet. That's basically
Yeah,
what it is.
that's why I'm like, damn. Hello, this is a conversation. I did not
Yeah.
wake up this morning and expect to have a conversation about my shit smelling on my talk show today.
Well, here I am.
I love this though. Oh my god, that's great.
Again,
I love that you're able to just have such flexible conversations. Um,
of course. I
that
mean,
that's like my favorite thing
that's the
about
one of
it.
the best things.
Oh my god, yeah, no.
Exactly. Again, learning about new people is one of the coolest things. And the thing is, the more open you are about yourself, other people will be open with you. And the thing that I realized, for example, I was born in Poland, and
Mm-hmm.
there was basically all white kids where I lived, right? And then I moved to England, and I was introduced to like black girls. I was introduced to Indian boys, and I was like, holy shit, people come in colors? How cool is that? And I
Right?
was flabbergasted as a child because I didn't know these people existed. The only introduction I had was like maybe books, and we're kind of racist, I won't deny it. But like that's
Well,
the only introduction I had. So I just saw people coming from books coming alive, and I was like, please tell me absolutely everything about yourself. India, where is that? Show me on the map. I want to know everything about India right now. And I fucking love learning about people. I absolutely adore it. And I'm a firm believer that I might not understand some things about people, but I still accept it. Like, hey, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand why you like the color yellow, but you know what? I accept you. I like color pink, but we can come to the mutual agreement that we both like colors.
that is awesome. So my father is from India. I never really knew my biological mother, so actually I am
Mhm.
technically by the government standards biracial, but I'm very white passing. And honestly, if you didn't know
Mhm.
that these people existed and you were a young kid, that isn't
Right.
racist. You just didn't know. Like when I was a
Mhm.
little kid,
Yeah.
for me it was just common because I grew up in a household
Mhm.
where I was very white passing and everyone else
Mm.
was much darker skinned than me, my father, my twin, my family members. So I personally was quote the white one in every family
Mm.
gathering, every family photo, and that's why I never wanted to go anymore because I was just kind of
Mm.
made fun of for being white. And I'm just like,
It.
I get it,
Mhm.
but I like orange because no one will ever know if I'm eat the fruit of the color. That's so funny.
Oh,
But
there's
like,
actually, hold on. There was a scientific research on it, and it actually is the color, because oranges were not originally orange; they were actually yellow, and then we made them orange.
why did we make them orange?
Listen, we made bananas curvy.
We did. We also made them large. So yeah.
And again, the way cucumbers used to look like, I won't deny it, I would not eat it if that's the way they look like
Yeah, but
comparing to
like if
now.
that was how they looked now and we'd never seen anything else, you probably would eat them
Mm,
because you've never seen anything else.
mm,
But scrolling back to the whole thing about different cultures, I love
mm.
learning about different cultures. I've actually been asking my dad a
Right.
lot more about my ancestry and my
Mm-hmm.
history, and I've been able to um learn a little bit. And actually some of my lore will be based upon some of my history and my family's culture a little
Oh.
bit because I definitely love that idea and concept of bringing
Mm-hmm.
that back into my life. Even though
Mm-hmm.
I never really got an opportunity to interact with it. So it's something I want to pride myself on and learn more about.
Oh
So
yeah.
learning about people's cultures is so
Mm,
important and so amazing. So I don't think it's
mm.
racist at all to just not know about something when you're like, what, 7 years old? Because you're seven. To you, you don't
Mm-hmm.
understand that if you live in a predominantly white area, that's just how it is. But the fact that you got to be exposed to that culture though so early
Mm.
and weren't like grossed out about it. You were just like, whoa, I want to learn about this. That is super cool. And I love that.
I I would love to also use my mom as say an example.
Hmm.
Very similarly to my upbringing, everybody's white, and it was only once she went to uni, so she was technically an adult, has she seen a black person in person, and I I truly believe it because it can be purely made with, just curiosity. She asked him like, "Is it okay if I touch your skin? I just want to see if it's like mine." Because I've never seen a black person either.
Hmm.
And they were super nice and friendly about it. And they were like, yeah, go ahead. You can touch my hair too and all of that stuff. And people sometimes forget that it's pure curiosity. Because if you're not exposed to it, you're completely new to it. So you kind of want to experiment, but you always have to do it in a respectful way. So I always ask, obviously. But I just feel like people forget that some people just don't grow up with it because in the US, everyone is super diverse. And that's something I love about the US as well, the UK, that everyone's super diverse. So when you come from quite homogenous country, seeing somebody new is such an exciting thing, man.
Oh
I just
yeah.
want to ask you so many questions. I want to know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and so many people don't realize that there's a lot of countries in the world that have also never seen a white person
Mm,
on the other side of things.
yes.
So there's some rural parts of countries that have just never seen anyone besides those people in their and it's so cool because like they start learning about it and then they get to go out in the world and they get to like learn about all these new people, and I just love that because it's awesome, and I think that that would be like really cool that everyone gets the opportunity to just learn about other people's cultures in a healthy, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I need to be honest, and safe
All
way.
good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's so cool
Yeah,
though. That is awesome.
I remember my uncle is actually an architect and he's freaking tall. Like we're talking 6 feet above kind of tall and
Damn.
a very skinny guy. But he went to China because he was an architect and he was working with a Chinese company at a time. And he had to travel like kind of like outside of like Beijing and so on. And everyone wanted to take a photo of him. He was basically everyone's celebrity. And the thing was, everyone first assumed that, oh, you're American. He was like, actually, I'm Polish. And people were like, hold on, what is this country of Poland you're talking to? And he basically introduced that one town that he was currently working at to pierogi, to bigos. Like they tried to recreate it. And I just love seeing the pictures of everyone just treating my uncle like a celebrity. And that was like the funniest thing. He's like, I think I'm gonna come back there.
That's so cool. And also have a nice day, Goblin. Yeah, no,
I
honestly, that is so cool. We are about to have an ad though, so if you want to hang on, grab something to drink or
Mhm,
whatever. I don't want to I
mhm.
because not everyone subscribe. We could wait a minute while they go off or we could keep talking. It's up to you though.
I'm absolutely a-okay either way.
Well, we could keep talking then, and also thanks for the
Mm,
dailies, guys. So
mm.
yeah, no. My next question, I guess, would be was there any
Yeah,
inspiration for you to start content creation? Or was it just, oh, I see other people doing this, I want to do this too?
I will be honest with you, it was pure loneliness. So when I came to the US, fun fact, when I came to the US, not only have I never been to the US in my life, but it was also I got married straight away in the US because I did the fiance visa. So I only had 90 days to get married anyway. So I came to here where I currently live in Texas, with no friends, no family members other than that of my husband. Um, I knew English because of England,
Mm-hmm.
but I had nobody here. Absolutely nobody. The only people I had were a couple of online friends of mine that again, Keldra being one of the examples here, that I met from South Republic back in the day. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, you know what? There was so many VTubers talking about like, oh yeah, I started VTubing because I was lonely. I was like, hold on, I'm kind of lonely. So I started streaming just to make new friends. I was like, oh, you know, it's obviously hard because at first you have to talk to yourself, but then you kept, you just found out some random people, and some people just stuck with you anyway. There was this one person called Phoenix, and I'm not sure where I met him to this day. I forgot which game, but I think I met him at either like Overwatch or maybe Dead by Daylight back in the day. And ever since, he just went to my stream. He was like, "Hey, you're funny. I'll stay around here." And to this day, he's like one of my best friends. Like we basically talk to each other every single day, and that's what I was looking for.
Oh, that's awesome. You put a lot of trust in your husband to travel here with those support.
Hmm.
Yeah. If you don't mind elaborating a little bit, did like you meet her husband before that? Was he like
Oh
traveling
yes,
abroad? Were you guys like together before you got married and stuff?
funny you said it because he's right behind me right now, getting ready to work.
Tell him I said
But
hi.
everybody in the chat says hi, honey. But basically, what happened is that back in the day when Tumblr was still fun,
Oh my god, please, I feel old when you said that. Oh, my heart.
But no, back in the day, I think I'm trying to like get the timelines right. I'm horrible with time management, so I'll get the dates wrong. But roughly when I was 15, just maybe recently turned 16, there was this random link on I just said the name on Tumblr. There you go. On Tumblr, advertising a kick group chat, and I know it sounds bad, but I promise we were one of the decent ones. Basically, a group chat, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I feel lonely. I'm gonna join that group chat, and we, as in I and my husband, we both had a crush on the same girl, and we're gonna just call her Saya. Oh. And we both had a crush on Saya, and then she dipped on both of us.
Oh.
So we ended up just talking to each other like, damn, Saya really left us, huh? Yeah, I couldn't do anything. Neither could I. So you want to stay friends? And we just talk every single day. And I want to say after like 6 months, which is very short, but after like 6 months of knowing each other, um, I confessed to him and oh, motherfucker, changed the topic to weather because he panicked. I was I was like, so I think I really like you, like, you know, like you, because obviously we're cringy teenagers. I
Yeah.
was like, I really like you, and he was like, oh, so what's the weather like in Poland right now? I cried all night, by the way.
No, this man. That is
So
if you don't whack him over the head for me for that one, I'll be like, you
oh,
dumbass.
trust me, I remind him every single day of that. But I cried all night, and then I woke up to a very sweet message of saying, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of autistic. I didn't know how to figure out those feelings, but I do really like you too.
Oh.
And I'm just so sorry for, ditching like that. I panicked. I was like, it's okay. I forgive you.
Well,
So
at
we
least you
started dating.
communicated though. That's so cute. Oh my god.
So we started dating, and I tried to come to the US on a tourist visa. I was still a student, but I was an adult, so as in like 18. And I tried to visit the US because Poland was not under the ESTA program back then. It is now, thank goodness. But back then it wasn't, so I had to apply for a visa, and they denied me.
Oh.
And the interviewer said it to my face that, oh, it's really difficult for people like you to come to the US. But that was very much off record. On the official document, he had to say that, oh, it's because you did not have enough evidence that you're going to come back to England. Just bullshit. I had so much paperwork, even paperwork that didn't exist. Like, my school had to make paperwork for me. Like, oh, yeah, this person definitely goes to school here and has to come back.
What? That's so bullshit. What?
Right? You know what's funny? I still fucking wonder who the fuck are my people. Like,
what do you mean these people? Like, that's so racist. Right? Like, what?
Like, are we talking about like Polish people? Are we talking about bisexual people? Are we talking about students? Like, what's going on here? Like, I still don't know. I wish I asked, but I panicked and I was like, oh, okay, and I just cried and walked away.
Oh, no, honey.
So when he heard those news that I got denied, he was like, don't worry about it. I'll come visit you instead. And fun fact about that, I was still so scared that I'm getting catfished, which you always should presume you're getting catfished, always. So technically what I did was a safe thing. But as I was going on my way to get into the airport, no one was available to go with me. None of my friends, they were all busy. My sister was still in school. My mom and dad had to go to work. My grandma was the only person available. And so I was like, you know what? If my grandma starts screaming, that, probably security will come in faster. So I was like, all right, grandma, come help me pick up my boyfriend from the airport that I have never seen before, and I'm praying that they're not a catfish.
Oh my god. Dude, that's awesome. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Adora. Much appreciated. So, wait, did your grandma have any comments about the fact that you met him online? Was she like,
Oh, no, she was like, you're making a mistake. Is he even Polish? I was like, no, he's not Polish. Disappointment. But okay, is he at least Christian? I don't think he is. She's like, I taught you better. I was like, damn, okay, it's okay, grandma. I promise, he's nice.
Also, thank you for the follow as well, Philly.
I thank you, Philly. So, thankfully, he comes in. He's not a catfish. Woohoo! But we want to like kiss each other like couples do, and my grandma just kept giving us stink eye. Like that's too much public affection. It's like, okay, we're gonna just hold hands.
Oh my god, no. Grandma just
But no.
wanted all the Polish grandbabies.
She did. But thankfully, she fell in love with Chris faster than any of my family members.
That's always a good sign, though. When the grandma falls in love, it's a good sign.
I love my grandma, and I know she loves me too. But she would call me, and she wouldn't even ask me, how are you doing? No, I was like, how's Krzyś doing today? Krzyś is like the Polish version of Chris. She's like, so how's Krzyś doing today?
Aww.
Has he eaten? I was like, yes, grandma, I'm feeding that man.
I love
and
that.
And then he had to go back, and it was during Christmas, my ad. And at the end of the Christmas, like he was just about to leave, he proposed to me in the worst way possible.
Oh my god, no.
Again, I love my man. He's my little cringy autistic kid, okay? But I love him so much. Basically, what happened was my mom was like, oh, can you go get me some milk? I was like, fuck, it's cold outside. I don't want to go, but yada, yada, yada. He's coming with me to the store real quick. It's a corner store. It's a 5-minute walk to the store to get some milk. I buy the milk. My fingers are, freezing off. It's cold outside. It's about to snow. And he just hits me with is there a bench nearby? And I just kind of looked at him like, you want to sit in the middle of fucking winter on a cold metal bench that, that people sleep on? Yeah. Is there one around there? I was like, yes, but you're carrying the milk. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, why the fuck does he want to sit on a bench right now? He's like, so, remember when you said that you want to marry me one day? Yeah. And I figured it out that fast. I was like, oh, okay, this is where it's going. Yeah, you still want to do that? Yeah, I think I still want to marry you. Okay, good. And he just gave me the ring. Forgot to ask the question. He once again panicked. He did not ask me the question. He just gave me the ring. I was like, okay, we can go now. And I just kind of looked at him like, I'm so confused. Like, is this a present? Is this an engagement? I'm so confused right now. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, put it on and just carry on. And then the next fucking day, I asked him like, hey, because I need to know on which finger am I supposed to wear this? Is this an engagement or, oh yeah, did I not ask? No. Well, do you? Yes. I already have the ring. I already took it.
You still want to do that? I love that. That is the best proposal I've heard so far. And I've heard some funny ones. You're just like, hang on, I don't know if I'm actually engaged or not. Oh my god, that's great. That is so good. It was a 24-hour free trial.
Oh, guys. But he tried to redeem himself. He tried.
Oh my god.
The next time he came to visit me, because I couldn't apply for the visa once again, because you have to like wait 2 to 3 years, I think, at the time at least, to reapply. Because I had no fucking money for all the tests I had to do. Basically, he comes in, I think next year as well. It was during May, and I was working at that time, like full time. And he knew that my favorite food was chicken katsukari from that very specific restaurant. So he would drop in lunch for me for work. So when I was on my lunch break, I would go outside, meet him there. And he was like, oh, I got you something. I'm like, oh. I was like, yes, my favorite food. I open it. And there was like a little, tiny paper envelope. And it was soaked in all of the grease from the curry. It was just soaked in it. And then I opened the pouch and there was another ring. He was like, people put, rings in the food. I thought it would be like a romantic gesture. I'm going to redeem myself. So he bought me another engagement ring just to redeem himself from previous year. And that still didn't work because it was all covered in just curry sauce and curry grease.
Oh my god.
He tried so hard.
He tried so hard. This man was like, please accept my apologies. I love him. He's great. Oh my god. He sounds super sweet. I'm so glad that that's who you ended up with. That's awesome. He sounds so sweet.
this July it's gonna be our 3-year wedding anniversary. So
Oh,
woo!
that is so sweet. Congratulations. He sounds
Thank you, thank you.
amazing.
He is. He's
Oh
just
my
such a fucking goofball.
goodness.
It doesn't help we're both fucking autistic with ADHD. So we sometimes forget what we said, and it's like we have to confirm that what we said actually happened by just checking our messages. Like, see, I did tell you about this last Friday. Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Oh
you
my god,
did.
that's
My
such a
bad.
mood. That is such a mood. Oh my
We
goodness.
started whenever there was a. Right now, we started this thing that if there's an important event or a date or something like that, instead of just saying to each other, knowing that either I would just forget to tell him or he forgets to remember it, we just start sending it to each other. So next time we forget, it's like, oh no, there was a confirmation. Never mind, it's on the calendar.
It's right there. It's there. I swear.
Mhm.
That's me when I forget something. I moved in with my new roommate, so we have two calendars, one upstairs and one downstairs, specifically so we can write things down. So that if we're downstairs and someone asks us, we can look at the calendar. And then if we're upstairs, we can look at the calendar and be like, all right, there's two
Oh yeah,
calendars in the house. I need
you
to.
can't mess it up.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic to have both of those there because honestly, the
yeah.
amount of times I go downstairs and forget if someone has work, I'll be like, "Do you have work today?" Look at the calendar. Yeah, you do. Okay,
Uh-oh.
bye. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, no, when it comes to work, because full time, I'm a housewife. I stay at home, I stream, I take up the house. And then twice a week, I do have a job at a fucking gun store. And I'm a hippie. Which is the funniest thing. Is my friend owns it. A mutual friend of mine and Chris's owns the store. And I was saying how like I really want to start working in the US, but I don't know what kind of paperwork would I need. And I do have a green card and all of that, but I was like, what paperwork do I need? Does any of my school grades translate to the US grades and all of that stuff? So he was like, I'm gonna hire you. How about this? I was like, okay. And I just became like the assistant, really. I do. When people want to talk about guns, I'm like, oh no, you go talk to my boss. I don't deal with that. I'm sorry. I don't know anything.
Yeah, no. And honestly, I admire people who have jobs who also just, do content creation, especially people who do it like full time. That is a lot of work. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yawn again. I don't
It's
know why
okay.
I'm so
It's all right.
tired.
It happens. It happens. It's okay.
Yeah, so we are nearing the end of our time together.
Already?
Yeah, it's been 47 minutes. I looked at the time and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, so if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to brag about or promote again, please let me know and let the chat know. And also, if this is the time we can open up the question, the chat to ask any questions to you. Please keep your TOS safe, you wonderful beans. And then if there is someone you want me to raid at the end of this in about 10 minutes, let me know and I will go grab them to raid. And if not, I will find someone on my list that we can raid out to.
All I gotta say, Kojo, you know better. I do not have a strong mental. I cry quite easily. But that's okay because it's entertaining enough.
Hey, crying is perfectly valid. I think I've cried at least 3 times on stream before.
Oh, I've cried so many more times.
One of them was because the ending of a video game was very upsetting because it was like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it was Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. I was playing Hacker's Memory, the second half of the game. There's like 2 games in one. If you've ever played the ending of Hacker's Memory, you know why I cried. I cried so hard. And then the other tab was because people were, I guess, supporting me. I was like, I don't deserve this. Stop giving me money. So
I remember, again, there's so many times I've cried on stream. One, my very first cry was because of a horror game. I just got scared shitless.
Oh my god.
And I think it was Devour. I think that's the game. I cried so hard. The second time, Levi went missing for a month. That motherfucker. Love and dearly, but this little motherfucker, he's an escape artist, okay? He was chained, still escaped. We double checked our back garden, still escaped. We got new fence, still escaped.
For context, this is your dog. right? This is the dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, because it sounds so bad out of context,
One
I
of
was
my
just like, this is the dog, right?
yeah. One out of four of my dogs. And basically, what happened? I was playing a game, and then I hear my neighbor's dogs being super loud. I'm like, that's kind of odd, but nothing unusual. And then I see my neighbor with a light, also searching around. I'm like, that's fucking weird now. So I'm like, guys, give me 5 minutes. I open the window, and Levi's just happily jumping in front of my front lawn, like, oh, I came back from on vacation. That little motherfucker, I love him. But oh, I cried so much on stream. Then the
Oh my
third one
god.
was when I got raided by 40 people. I burst into tears because I was like, how do I function? That's a lot of fucking people.
Oh my
And
god, yes, that's a mood.
yeah, and then I think my very first $10 as well, I started fucking bawling. I'm like, I'm not worthy of the $10. Are you sure? I'm so sorry.
Person, it's $10. Calm down. It's literally $10. Me.
I was just like, you don't understand.
No, I feel that so hard. Like I
Bro.
cry. Oh my god, I feel that so much. Just a quick reminder, the link again for Zuza's pupper is in the chat if you have anything you can donate and help out with. Zuza, after this, I can send you the link and let you know the sponsorships are it's up to you if you want to do something like that. But they have some other games that your chat can play for you and you get money from that, so it's definitely something to look into.
I would definitely look into it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And as long as you have like 4 or 5 people who want to do it, it's free for them to spend like an hour on it. So, yeah. So we do have like about 10 minutes left again, chat. This is your chance. Ask any questions you do feel for Zuza or myself and Zuza together. And if not, then if you have someone you want to raid and hand over that link to me. If not, I will start looking at my list. Oh, we have a question. Which location did you enjoy living in the most?
Ooh. I mean, Poland will forever be a very nostalgic place because that's, my baby self, so that will be forever a special place in my heart. And I think, honestly, yeah, no, never mind. Poland, I think living in Warszawa, Warsaw in English, which is the capital of Poland, will be forever one of my favorite places. It's just the perfect mix of like, ooh, super new city, high scrapers everywhere, because I'm definitely a fucking city girl. But also, a 2-hour car ride and you're out, you're near the lake. So I'm like, that's where I want to live if I could.
Oh, that's awesome. And hello, Claire. It's going great. We're just at the end of the
Hello.
interview for today. We're here interviewing Zuza. And then I'm going to end stream and I'll pop out. I'll take about an hour break and then I'll come back on. I'm still debating on what game to play, honestly. We'll figure it out. So yeah, honestly, I love that you've lived in so many different places. Me, I've basically been in like the same hometown for like most of my life. But I did live in some other not so great environments. But yeah, I totally understand. Like, I would love to travel. That's what I want to do, is like travel the world as soon as I have the money to do so.
Oh yeah, no, traveling is great. The only thing that kind of sucked a little for me was that when I was a kid, even in Poland, we used to move everywhere due to my mom's and dad's jobs. And every single year I was a new kid in class because we would just change schools and cities and all. And my mom always laughed that she was raising little sociopaths, me and my sister, because my dad was married to my mom. They're in a very happy relationship, always have been, but he had to get out of the country to make money for my family. So I grew up without a dad. And then I was always the kid of a single mother. And then I had no stable friendships because we used to move every single year. So she was like, that's it. I'm raising sociopaths. That's it. That's it. That's the top 3 reasons why everyone turns sociopathic, But
Oh my
that
God.
was the only... So that was the only thing.
No, that's not fair to you. You were a little kid and you were just like, I just can't make...
Yeah.
No one's gonna want to be friends with a kid who constantly moves.
Yeah, basically almost none of my Polish friendships lasted whatsoever. And then back in England was the very first time I stayed in a school for longer than a year. And then I graduated from, well, not graduated, but all the way from high school. I finished school there. And I remember crying to my friends, being like, holy shit, guys, I'm staying. You don't understand how big of a deal this is for me. I'm staying. I am not moving. I'm in the same house.
No, yeah, that's totally like, yeah, I feel that honestly. And sometimes, honestly, people don't realize that even if you move a lot, you can still have good friends. And that's why I love the internet.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
like, obviously, you got to be careful.
Mhm.
But having online
Oh
friends
yeah.
is how I've made some of the most genuine connections in my life. That's what kept me connected through
Mm.
COVID, like with my IRL friends too. Like, me and my
Yes.
friends could not talk at all because we couldn't talk to each other because several of us had family members with autoimmune diseases or respiratory issues like asthma. And if anyone got COVID, it would practically almost hospitalize some of my family members or theirs. So we would use Discord to
Mhm.
hang out and just play games because during the summer there was nothing else to do. We couldn't go out, we couldn't go to the mall, we couldn't watch
Mhm.
movies, we couldn't play games, we couldn't go run in the park. Like
Mm.
literally if you were caught outside, if it wasn't a necessity, you were like heavily judged by the
Mm.
rest of the community, so we couldn't do anything. So we would play games on Discord, and like that's
Mhm.
why I absolutely love like the concept of just you know, being able to connect with people, you know, online is, and that's what the internet is,
No.
such an amazing team.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I mean, if I didn't click that one link on Tumblr to a chat group, I wouldn't be here. I would be a completely different person. I would have never met my husband. I
Mm-hmm.
would have never went through the things that I went. I would never move to the US. Like all of this would never be a thing if I didn't click on that one single group chat link. And that, in my opinion, is one of the best examples of a little butterfly effect. People don't see it until, 5 years later. They're like, damn, if I didn't do that one specific little thing at that specific time, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have a family. I wouldn't have 4 dogs. I wouldn't have a house. It's
Mm-hmm.
scary and fascinating.
Oh yeah, and that's why I love the idea of how one event is just like kind of like the core event that just changes your life forever, and
Mm,
it's also a great thing. And sometimes these events aren't the best thing either. They're like the
mm,
worst thing that could happen to you, but it changes you and it makes you grow and become a better person, hopefully, you know? And that's the great thing about life, you know? It's always throwing you
mm,
curveballs and surprises. And I think that is a perfect way to end this. We are just about at the end of time. This is the
mhm.
last chance for you guys to ask the wonderful Zuza here any questions. If not, the VOD will be up hopefully later today if the processing takes
Mhm.
time. Thank you for the head pats. Thank you all for
Ah,
the dailies and the check-ins. I'll be live in about an hour. I need to take care of some chores again. So come back in an hour if you guys are interested. Also,
mhm.
please check out Zuza. I'll give them a shout out.
I don't know why I'm waving as if there's a camera.
No, you're
It's just
fine.
an instinct to wave goodbye to people.
No, you're good. It's if I was doing it like with like VTube Studio, like I would be like absolutely go ahead and
Mhm.
wave or whatever. But even my
Oh,
model doesn't
yeah.
wave.
Oh,
Mine's
yeah,
just
neither
a
does mine.
muscular boy who just sits in the corner and vibes.
Oh, well, he's very, very cute.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. So, did you have anyone you wanted me to rate out to?
Sorry, I don't see any of my friends being online right now.
Oh, that's
So
perfectly fine.
sad.
Do not apologize. I am going to go ahead and switch over to my ending screen. They won't be able to hear you, but they'll be able to
Mhm.
just hear me. And I'm just going to thank them and then raid out. And then we can quickly talk about that thing I was talking about. And everyone say
Okay, okay.
goodbye. Say bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for this time. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. All right, we are ending. Let's see who we can raid for the ads slam and exist. Oh, we can raid Raining Jewel. They are streaming right now. And yeah, let's go check out Raining Jewel, and I'll be live a little bit later today, everyone. And thank you so much again for coming. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.